Hello, it's Rosetta, and I am coming to you live from my kitchen today. Hello, Instagram. It's Sunday, and I wanted to make Sunday dinner. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making Sunday dinner. It is, I don't know what time it is, 5:30, 6 o'clock here in San Diego. And I'm making Sunday dinner, and I thought I would do a live stream from my kitchen and really share a topic with you today. And that is start choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. Start choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. So you probably can hear in the background my music. I don't know if it's too loud. I'm playing Mint Condition. I got my 90s playlist on right now. 90s R&B playlist. And I'm cooking. Actually, I should tell you guys what I'm cooking. I'm making a jerk pork roast, actually. Don't be impressed. All I did was take a pork roast and rub olive oil and jerk seasoning on it, and I put it in the oven because it's easy and I know it's going to taste awesome. So those of you who don't eat meat or pork, you're not going to like my meal because it has meat in it and pork. So I'm making a jerk pork roast, and I got some fresh green beans I'm going to make with some smoked turkey. And then I'm going to slice up some fresh tomatoes just with salt and pepper. They don't need anything on the side. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for dessert, but I know I want dessert, so I don't know. Lost my earring there. So hello, Desiree. Bring some to Morocco. We're going to have some amazing Moroccan food. You don't even gonna want my food in Morocco, but that's what I'm doing. I'm cooking dinner and talking to you guys about choosing. Start choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. So I'm on live, babe.
I'm not gonna run away like you did.
He was doing a live stream earlier too, so he inspired me to do a live stream. So anyway, listening to 90s R&B in my kitchen, cooking jerk pork and green beans with smoked turkey, and talking to you guys about choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. So many times, and I'm actually snapping these green beans while I'm talking to you. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So many times we wait for people to choose us in different areas of our lives instead of choosing. So it can be, your career. You're waiting for someone to give you a raise or a promotion instead of promoting yourself, or applying for a job that you really like. And same thing in your business. You're waiting to blow up. You're waiting for somebody to notice you, or put you on a podcast or feature you in a magazine. You're waiting for someone to choose you instead of choosing yourself. And that's why it's taking you a long time for you to see the success that you want. I have to say that, for those of you who don't know my story, it was really when I started to choose instead of waiting to be chosen or waiting for people to choose for me that my life started to change. Back in 2009, I had what I call, those of you just joining, I'm making dinner. I'm snapping these green beans. Back in 2009, I had my year of liberation. And my year of liberation really required me to get clear on what I wanted for my life. And at the time, I was in a PhD program. I was going to be Dr. Rosetta Thurman. And I thought I had to be Dr. Thurman so people would listen to me. They would hire me to speak, and I could write my book, and, I could make a difference. But the truth was, I was really trying to be Dr. Thurman because I wanted validation. I wanted to feel like someone had, given me permission to speak and to teach and to train. I felt like I needed validation. I felt like I needed permission. And so I thought to myself, you know what? I don't think that I need to pay $100,000 in 7 years of my life to be Dr. Rosetta Thurman. I think that I'm just going to speak and teach and write my book now. And I quit my PhD program. And this is no offense to those of you who are, on that path. There's nothing wrong with education, higher education. I have lots of degrees. But for me, that degree was not right for me because I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I was doing it for validation. So my decision in that moment was to choose instead of waiting to be chosen. Choose to do what I wanted to do with my life instead of waiting to be, crowned Dr. Rosetta Thurman. And I never went back. I just quit, and some of you quit something, and you still were able to do what you wanted to do. Some of you quit school, dropped out of college, quit a job, and you still were able to do what you were able to do because you chose instead of waiting to be chosen. You made the choice that, I'm going to do this no matter what. It doesn't matter if, I can't, I'm not going to finish school. I'm not going to get that degree. I'm not going to have those letters behind my name. You still were able to do what you were able to do. And I would say that every time I have chosen, instead of, waiting for someone to choose me, I have gotten what I wanted. So this live stream while I'm cooking dinner, snapping my green beans here, this live stream is about choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. And ladies, it's not just about your career or your business, it's also about your relationships. Yes, I'm going to go there. This is not about waiting for a man to choose you. Whenever I have chosen, I have gotten what I wanted. When you're waiting for someone to choose you, a lot of times you don't get what you want. And so you can choose. So many of us have been taught, just in general as women, that you're supposed to wait for the man to come and pursue you and, wait for him to tell you that he wants to be with you and marry you and all that kind of stuff. And you're supposed to act a certain way so that you can get chosen. And that is what has a lot of women settling for men that are not worthy of them. Settling for a man who is not worthy of you because you think that you are trying to get chosen. And you just need to choose. So instead of trying to see, does he want to marry me? Does he want to be with me? Does he want to? You choose and you step back and you decide, do I want to be with him? Do I want to be married to this man? I've been with my boyfriend almost 2 years, and when we got together, we moved in together really fast. And some people said, what do people say? They say, if you give him the cow for free, he won't buy the milk or some crap. If you give him milk for free, somebody write what I'm trying to say. If you give the milk for free, he won't buy the cow. Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? I think that's what it says. That's the saying that we're taught. If you give him the milk for free, he won't buy the cow or whatever. And I have a different perspective on relationships because my thing is, what if the cow's not for sale? Maybe the cow is not for sale. I need to see if this is a man that I want to be with. I need to see all of him. I don't want to see just the good parts when we go out on a date. I want to live with this person and see if it's somebody that I want to spend my life with. I need to see all up in everything. And so, yes, I do believe in living with people, before you get married. So some people don't agree with me on that. But, for my life, I need to know what I am choosing. And I need to know all the details. I need to see all of what is involved in the situation. And the best way to do that is to live with somebody, because they can't hide. They can't lie, when you're living with them as much as they can when you're. And not that I expect people to lie to me, but I just, I like to know what I'm getting myself into. And so we are taught that, you have to act a certain way so you can get chosen and, don't give up the milk and all this stuff. When really it's about you choosing for yourself what kind of relationship you want, what kind of man you want to be with, and really being, sticking to that. So instead of, you get somebody and he seems like a good person, it seems like a good guy, and somebody that you might want to be with, and you act a certain way so that you can be chosen by him, that is one way to go about relationships, and a lot of women do that. And then once they get into the marriage or get deeper into the relationship, they realize that, I don't know if I even want this. I don't even know if this guy is worthy of being with me. I don't even know, what I was thinking. So when you're in a place of choosing, you are choosy. And you spend more time evaluating the opportunity, whether it's a man or a career, a job, a business deal. You spend more time trying to figure out, is this for me? Is this right for me? Instead of, oh my God, I have to act a certain way. I have to be on my best behavior. I have to make a good impression. I have to look good. I have to sound good. I have to smell good. My hair got to be laid and all of that. And instead of worrying about that, you're worrying about, is this even right for me? Is this what's meant for me? Is this the right opportunity for me right now? Is this the right person to be in my life right now? Does this person even deserve to be in my life right now? Is this person adding anything to my life? Is this person making me feel good, or does this person make me feel inadequate? Does this person really, align with what I want my life to be like? And so, when people said, I said, you know what, this is my life, and I believe in doing whatever I want to do. So I quit my PhD program. I quit my job. I started doing my business full time, and that has worked out for me because I have chosen what I want instead of waiting to be chosen. Same thing with just living life in general. I mean, there's so many women waiting for permission to do the things that you've always wanted to do. And the thing is, the people that you're asking permission from are most likely not going to give it to you. So you're asking for permission from your family and your friends. Should I pursue my dreams? Should I write my book? Should I travel? Should I go here? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I go there? And the people that you're asking are not even the people who could even think about giving you permission, because they themselves have not even done what you want to do. They don't even understand why you want to do what you want to do. And so if you are waiting for permission from people, and you're asking people who've never done anything with their lives, you're never going to get it. So you're waiting and waiting and waiting, you're never going to get it. So if you're waiting to be chosen, waiting for permission, first of all, you're not going to get it. Second of all, you're not going to, experience the joy of making that decision for yourself. So when you choose, you get to get exactly what you want. That's the beauty of it. When you choose, instead of waiting to be chosen, you get exactly what you want. So, I'm very selective about my men, and I get the men that I want. I don't settle for the man that chose me. You don't have to settle for, he wants me, so, I might as well, is like the worst word you can utter in life. I'm going to check my green beans here. I think I want to add some more green beans to this pot. I have another pound here of green beans. For those of you just tuning in, I'm talking about choosing instead of waiting to be chosen while I cook dinner. I'm choosing to cook dinner tonight because I haven't eaten out way too long. So, what thoughts do you all have about choosing instead of waiting to be chosen in your career, in your business, in your relationships? Petite says, how do you keep this and God's timing in mind? So, for those of you watching, I'm a teacher, not a preacher. So, all of you have your own spiritual beliefs. My belief is that when you get an idea to do something, when you get an idea or you get, inspired to do something, that is God speaking to you. I don't believe that. Here's what I believe about God. I believe in God. I consider myself to be spiritual and not religious. I don't belong to any organized religion. I got turned off by organized religion, to be honest. So I don't, belong to any official religion. I grew up in the Baptist church, and I loved it when I grew up. As I was growing up, but once I got older, I realized that, I didn't agree with a lot of things. So I'll leave it at that. So My belief is that we are not separate from God, or the universe or spirit or whatever word you use to describe, your higher power, your creator. And so I don't think that God is some, magical being in the sky that's separate from us. I believe that God is within us. And when you get the inspiration, when you get the idea, when you get that, like, a lot of you say, something told me to do XYZ. Something told me to go speak to this person or go apply for this job or go, to this event or, whatever have you. That something telling you is God. That's what I believe. I believe that when you get that sign, you get that tap, you get that thought, that is God speaking to you. And the problem is that we don't trust it. We say, oh, I don't know if that's God or me. If there's no separation between you and God, then it's God. Like, God is within you. That is my belief, that God is within you. There's no other. If I'm aligned with God, who else could be speaking through me and to me and in me? It's God. So that's what I believe. So if that helps somebody, then take that and use it in your life. But what can happen, and what I've seen happen with many of my clients, is that you don't trust the voice of God. You don't trust, like, you've been asking for a sign, you've been asking for guidance, and it keeps coming to you. Whether it comes to you in a dream. Some of you have dreams and you wake up and you're like, oh, I had this dream about standing on stage and speaking to women and telling my story. Or, I had this dream that I was traveling the world, or that I was with this certain man. I didn't know who it was. That's God speaking to you in your dream, but you don't trust it. And so one of the biggest things you can do, especially when it comes to creating the life that you want, is to trust, and have faith. What is the point of believing that there's a higher power, that, the universe is abundant, that there is a God, that, you're not alone in this world? What's the use of believing that if it doesn't help you in your life? If you just walk around your whole life just wondering, is that me or is that God? Is that, who's that speaking to me? And, should I do this or not? You've already received a sign. You've already received the message that you should do it. Why are you still questioning? Why are you still questioning? And that's what causes you to not get what you are meant to have in this lifetime. So if you're meant to have, I believe that you are meant to have love and success and all of those things that you want, because if you were not meant to have them, you would not want them. It would not even come up. I believe in a loving God, a loving universe, that our lives are supposed to be good lives. They're not going to be perfect, but they're supposed to be good lives. And so it would be a really cruel God if you had all these ideas and desires and thoughts, but, you're not able to achieve any of them. It's like God giving you all these ideas, but he doesn't give you the tools or the skills or the ability to achieve it. And I don't believe that God would do that. I just don't. I believe that if you were given a vision for your life, then you have also been given the means to achieve it. And yes, I am still snapping these green beans here. So those are my thoughts on that. So when it comes to you choosing what you want to do with your life, there's no separation to me about what you want and what God wants. Like, of course, if you want to go kill 50 people, that's probably not God speaking to you. And you know that. But, you guys, what we're talking about is, inspirational stuff. Like, you want to make a difference in the world. You want to live a good life. You want to create a good lifestyle for yourself and your children and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with what you want. Like I said, unless you want to go out there and kill 50 people, that's probably not good. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you are questioning all the good stuff that you want for your life. And what you really should be questioning is all the bad stuff that you put up with in your life. I'll say that again. You're questioning all the good stuff that you won't. Oh, I got R. Kelly on. I'm mad at him, so I need to actually switch that up. I got 90s R&B on right now. Yes, I am mad at R. Kelly. Those of you who are questioning all the good stuff you want in your life, you have to start questioning all the bad stuff that you put up with. That's what you should be questioning. Because if you are meant to live a good life, give yourself the opportunity to live a good life. And don't question the goodness of your life, but question all the things in your life that don't align with your vision, right? So the job that you don't like, question whether you should be doing that instead of questioning should you go and apply for your dream job. Don't question that. Question all the things in your life that don't align with what you want your life to be like. That's what you should question. And I have to pause because I have to rinse off my green beans. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, I have been talking about choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. While I'm cooking dinner, I'm making jerk pork and green beans, soul food style green beans with smoked turkey. Yes, I do know how to cook. I love cooking, and it is my only domestic skill. So, let me tell you a story about choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. My grandmother was very, very well intentioned when she taught me about learning how to cook. So she said, you should learn how to cook so you'll never be hungry. And I thought, okay. But the other reason why she said it was good to learn how to cook is so I could always get a man. And, it's very misleading because I cook because I like to cook. And any man that comes into my life and thinks that I cook to capture him as a husband is sadly mistaken, because cooking is my only domestic skill. I don't like to clean. I don't like to fold. I don't like to do laundry. I'm not even good at any of that. So I hire somebody else to do that. The only thing I do is cook. So anybody who thinks that I do this to get chosen, sadly mistaken. And I tell everybody. But my grandmother, knowing where she came from and how she was brought up, cooking was important so that you can get chosen as a wife. And I was very clear with my grandmother as I was growing up, and I was like, my man should be cooking for me. Like, I was always very strong-willed, and I thought, that why do I have to make myself be a certain way to capture a man? And I've always been that way. And so, all the guys who always met me, they're like, oh yeah, you know how to cook. And I'm like, so isn't that going to be cooking for you? So, again, being selective and choosing even who I cook for has been very important to me, because everybody doesn't get this. Everybody don't get, look, I've been simmering these smoked turkey, and I'm about to simmer these green beans. I'm about to put the top on. I might throw some onion in there. Roasting some pork. Everybody don't get that. And so you have to be selective in every area of your life and really choose what it is that you want to do, instead of doing things just because you think you have to do them. Just because you think you have to be a certain way or show up a certain way or be perceived a certain way. 2020 Tony is playing now. Hold on. Unless it's too loud. But choosing instead of waiting to be chosen has allowed me to create the life that I want for myself. And I am inviting you to do that for yourself and look around your life and see, where have you been waiting to be chosen instead of choosing for yourself? Where in your career, in your business, in your relationships have you been, forcing yourself to act a certain way or be a certain way because you want to be chosen? You want to be, seen as, you want to be validated. You want to be given permission. All of that. Like, you do not have to live your life that way. And when I stopped living my life that way, I became liberated. Like, truly liberated. Because I realized one important thing, that I could do anything I wanted with my life and nobody could stop me. Seriously, like, nobody has stopped me from doing anything in my life because I have chosen. And what I have also learned is that when a woman, especially when a black woman, has made up her mind, right? When we have made up our minds, nobody can stop us. And the problem is, you haven't made up your mind. You haven't decided that you want this life, whatever this is for you. You haven't decided that you want a certain career, that you want a certain level of success in your business, that you want a certain relationship. You haven't decided. And the way that I know that you haven't decided is because you're still tolerating things in your life that don't line up. So if you've decided that you want an amazing job, how could you still be tolerating a crappy job? If you have decided that you want a successful business, why are you still tolerating not having any clients? And if you have decided that you want an amazing relationship, why are you still tolerating a man that doesn't even call you when he says he's going to call you? That doesn't make any sense. And so when you have not decided, your life cannot, the life that you want cannot be attracted to you. It can't come to you. It won't show up for you because you are not showing up for you. But when you show up for you and you say that no matter what people say about my choices, about my decisions, because the last I looked, I'm a grown woman and they're not paying my bills. Once you get to the point where you can say, I don't care what everybody else is saying, I don't care what everybody else is thinking, I don't care what everybody else is doing, I want to do what I want to do. When you get to that point, you can enjoy the life that you want. But it takes a decision. You have to decide that no matter what, you are going to get what you want. And that is called choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. Choosing to live your life the way you want to live it instead of waiting for permission from people who can't even give you permission because they have not even lived this life for themselves. If there's somebody who needs this message, please tag them on Instagram. I would love to, have some more Instagram tribe on here. The point that I'm making is, and hold on, I have to check my pork. Hold on 1 minute. My timer's about to go off. Okay, I want to show you guys my roast. Getting roasty up in here. How do I do this? Oh, I can show you guys from here. Okay, I'm making my roast. It's jerk pork. This is what I'm making. Really, don't be impressed. All I did was take pork roast and rub it with olive oil, and then I rubbed it with jerk seasoning and let it do its thing. So that's what I'm doing. And let me show you my green beans. So my fresh green beans are in here. Woo! Yep. Fresh green beans with some smoked turkey. That's what I got cooking up in here. And I'm going to slice some tomatoes, some fresh tomatoes, with some salt and pepper on them. And it's going to be good up in here. That's what I have chosen to do. Now, anyway, one day I'm going to have an event. And I'm going to teach everything I have to teach. And then I'm going to cook for y'all. And we're going to have a good time. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but one day I'm going to do that. So let me put this back in the oven because it's not done yet. So, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about how you can choose. So I've been talking today about the importance of choosing instead of waiting to be chosen. And what I want to say is that you cannot live the life that you want and get the life that you want if you keep yourself in the same environment, the same state of being, the same comfort zone. You have to start doing some different things to start to kind of step out of the matrix that everybody else is in, because the kind of life that other people are living seems very normal. Like the life that I'm living, people think is very abnormal. People think that it's strange, it's different, it's, oh, I wish I could do that kind of life. And this is not me bragging, it's just me kind of being used to people reacting to me in a certain way. So when I tell people, oh, when I lived in Hawaii, or when I'm traveling here and doing this and I have my own business, I haven't had a job in 7 years. Like, people say, oh, it must be nice. And, I try not to take offense to that, because it's like, yeah, it is nice, but I had to do a lot of things to get here. I had to do a lot of work within myself and taking action outside of myself to get what I have today, the life that I have today. And I'm not done. Like, I'm just getting started here. Like I have a lot of things that I want to do and that I will do, because there's nothing that can stop me from doing what I want to do. Now, you can let people stop you from doing what you want to do, and a lot of you do allow people to stop you. And so what I want to share with you now is how do you start to choose? How do you get out of the mindset that, I need permission, I need validation, I need, someone to tell me it's okay, I need to make sure that God says it's okay, for me to live the life that I want to live. And some of you have been on this roller coaster, this merry-go-round, whatever you want to call it, for years and decades, and now you're asking yourself, when do I get to live my life? And the answer is the moment that you choose to. The moment that you choose to. And so what most of us have to go through is a process of liberating ourselves, and that typically doesn't happen, within a bubble. You have to, surround yourself with different environments. You have to start reading different books. You have to start getting training. You have to start reprogramming yourself to think a different way so that you can live a different life. You have to reprogram yourself so that you can think a different way and live a different life. And so, number one, you cannot continue to interact with the same people who are telling you cannot do what you want to do. Like, if I had someone that I consider to be a friend. Some of you have people who are friends, like not really friends, but they're friends, okay? Like, these are the people on your Facebook page, like your Facebook friends. And, when you post something about you want to, start a new career, or, start your business, or write your book, or travel to, one of the places you've always wanted to go, or you want to start dating again, or whatever you want to do. And if there are people, like, even within your Facebook circle, who say, girl, why are you doing that? Or, do you think that's safe to do? Or are you sure you can do that? Or, anything negative, anything other than high five, yes, girl. It shouldn't be anything else but that. Like, if you have people like that, you have to really consider whether they need to be in your life at all. Like why are they even your friend? Why are you even my friend? If you can't support me, why are you here? Like, why are you here? Like, babe, why are you here? Why are you here with me? Could you support me, right? If you didn't, I'll be asking, why are you in my kitchen, right? But I love you. That's why you're here.
You always know how to say the right thing.
I do. So, that's why he's here. If he did not support me, if he didn't, do the things that I think my man should do, he wouldn't be here. So, some of you are not pursuing your goals and your dreams because you have people in your life that don't support you. And so the answer and the solution is for you to get rid of those people. Get rid of those people. Get rid of those people. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Let them go. Delete them. I don't care if they're family members. Like, just because they're family members, they don't get they don't get to discourage you. They don't get to make you feel bad about who you are and what you want to do. They don't get to put you down. They're not allowed to do that. There's nobody who's allowed to do that. And you have to again make that decision and choose that I'm not going to have, the kind of people in my life that don't support me. So for many of you have not realized that you get to choose who's around you. You get to choose who gets to be around you. When you were a little girl, you didn't get to choose, who was around you. You had to be around certain family members. But now that you're grown, you get to choose. You don't have to talk to Auntie if Auntie is always putting you down and talking about your weight and asking you why you ain't married yet. You don't have to do that. Auntie, can get blocked. All right? Auntie can get unfriended on Facebook. Auntie, better shape up or, she's not going to get a present at Christmas time. Right? So you get to choose. And you have to train the people in your life how to treat you. Or they will treat you any kind of way. So, I don't know. Somebody said, why did you tell me the truth tonight? So, I don't know. It's just coming out of me. It's coming through me. I don't know. I must be getting hungry. This jerk pork is smelling good. I'm ready to eat. So, I'm just giving you what's flowing out of me today. Who knows what'll come out of me tomorrow. But you get to choose. All right? As a grown woman, you get to choose. And so if there's nothing else you take from this live stream today, it's that, when you start to choose the kind of life that you want, you get to choose your environment. Oh, my timer's going off. Hold on. Put my timer on for another 15 minutes. All right. So you get to choose the people who are around you. All right? And as you do that, you will also need to add people. So I said, get rid of people, delete them, remove them from your life. But you're also going to have to add people, right? You don't want to just go through this life alone. You don't need to go through this alone. You don't have to do it all by yourself. So add people who can support you in this journey. You need to add new friends. Drake said no new friends. I don't agree with that. Sometimes your old friends are holding you back. So you have to add new friends. Okay? Yes, new friends. Okay? I like Drake, but, he was wrong about that. Yes, new friends. So you have to add new people in your life as you get rid of the wrong people. When you remove the wrong people from your life, you have to add the right people. And so, one of the ways to add those people is to connect with those people around your goals. So if you want to write your book, connect with other authors. Those are the people you need to add to your life. If you want to quit your job, start your business, connect with other entrepreneurs. If you want to have a different career in a different field, start making friends with people in those different fields that you want to start. Like maybe you're in HR, now you want to get into marketing. Start, making friends with some marketing people, some PR people. Like you have to add new people to your circle if you want to change your life. And as those new people are added, you're going to get new ideas. You're going to get encouragement, number one. You're going to get inspiration, motivation, and before you know it, your whole circle is now lifting you up. And one of the best ways to do that is for you to go to events. And if you have not come to a Happy Black Woman event, you are missing out. Girl, our tribe is the best, most positive, most supportive tribe of black women you have ever met in your life. And if it sounds like I'm exaggerating, just consider that I have conducted already 9 or 10 events this year. In just 2017, I've hosted 9 to 10 events. I've lost count now, with black women from all over the world. And the truth is that when you surround yourself with women who want to see you win, you will win. It's just how it works. And so Our tribe online is awesome. You probably have seen people on Facebook, and you've seen, the things that we do online, our webinars, our online courses, but in person is even more powerful. And for those of you who have been saying, I wish I could come to a Happy Black Woman event. I wish I could join you guys. Oh, the video looks so good. One of these days I'm going to do it. This is your opportunity to choose to join us. Our next event is January 12th through the 14th in Fort Lauderdale, and it's called the Manifest Your Vision 3-Day Mindset Retreat. And that event is where I will teach you how to reprogram your mind so that you can become the kind of woman who gets everything that she wants. This is where I teach you how to become the kind of woman who chooses instead of waiting to get chosen, instead of waiting for the world to say, yes, you're good enough, which they never will. There's always something wrong with us as black women. We're too fat, we're too skinny, we're too loose, we're too whatever. Like, the world will never give us the validation that we want. So we have to validate ourselves. And when you're surrounded by over 100 beautiful black women of all ages, of all shapes, all sizes, and from every corner of the world, you start to really believe in yourself in a way that you've never believed in yourself before. Because we start to believe in you in a way that allows you to see yourself in a new light, in a new way. I see you as your mentor. I see you as a powerful black woman who can do anything that she wants. And I will never, ever, ever co-sign your limitations. So if you're on here and you're saying, I want to come to Manifest Your Vision, go to manifestyourvision.com and get yourself registered, because right now we have early bird pricing. It's 40% off. And if you want to come and be in the space of positivity and remove the negativity from your life, then you can do that. And you got plenty of time. I don't want to hear I can't afford it, because you know what? You would find the money if someone in your family needed help, or a friend needed help. Somebody's getting evicted. Somehow you come up with $800, $600, $400. But when it comes to you, somehow you can't afford it. So I will never, ever, 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 ever co-sign your limitations. And one of the first steps for you to take when it comes to reprogramming your mind to get whatever you want is to actually start getting what you want. So to find a way to get what you want, go to manifestyourvision.com, and you will really be given a tribe of women who will walk with you throughout the year, throughout next year and beyond, as you begin to change your life. Because there's nothing worse than being on a path to change your life and not having anybody to walk with you. When you look to your left and you look to your right and you're the only one walking the path, that is lonely. And that is an unhappy life. I want you to be successful and supported. I want you to be happy and have awesome friends. And when you come to Manifest Your Vision in January, that's exactly what you will get. I have led this event for the past 4 years. This is our 5th year doing this event. And we actually just got the name, the brand name, Manifest Your Vision, trademarked by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So this is something that I will continue to develop and do year after year, except that I only do it once a year. So if you want to join us, January is the only time for you to join us. Florida is the only place we do it because it's the warmest place in January in the United States. So manifestyourvision.com is where you can go and get registered, and you can save 40% off the regular registration. This is our early bird pricing. It will be ending soon. Every month the price goes up by $100. So if you wait, you're going to pay the full price. That's just how it's going to go. But if you know you want to join us, you can get 40% off right now at manifestyourvision.com. We also have a payment plan, so if you want to just start paying your payments now and have your payments done by January, you can do that too. We set up a payment plan for you. It is, I think, a 4-pay plan, a 3-pay or 4-pay plan. And when you go to manifestyourvision.com, click on the Register Now button. You can choose to pay in full or do the payment plan. So it is the best way to start the new year. Yes, TN Collins. I hope that you are joining us. I do believe in starting the year off with power. You don't want to start off the year with weakness. You want to start off with power, because the way that you start the year is the way that you will, continue the year. So if you start off the year, saying, man, I wish I could afford to do this. I wish I could do this. Like the whole year, you're going to be wishing you can do what you want to do. So start your year off with power and energy and vision, and you will have a year that's filled with power and energy and vision, and you really starting to live out your purpose. So I invite you to join us at manifestyourvision.com. There's only so much I can give you in a live stream. I can't even see you. You can see me. I can't even see you. But when we get together in person, I can see you. And we're going to have workshops. It's 3 days that I get to spend with you. So, the investment for the event is really nominal, given what you get. There's 3 days of workshops. You get to come to all the workshops. So I'm going to be talking about goal setting. I'm going to be talking about manifestation. How do you manifest? How do you develop your vision? How do you write your vision? How do you develop it? How do you articulate your purpose in this world? How do you begin to also visualize what it is that you want? And so by the end of day one, you will have your life map done. You will have your ideal life narrative written. You will have your purpose, your mission statement nailed down, and you will also create a vision board. So we have an epic vision board party. Everybody does their vision boards together. We got the magazines, we got the glitter, we got the glue, we got the markers, we got the poster board, we got everything for you to create your vision in a room full of 100 happy Black women who are totally in support of you. And so we do a ceremony with your vision boards that really honors what it is that you want to do. And women who came to the one in January, they're already seeing their vision being manifested. We're not even at the end of the year yet, because like I said, I believe that God is within you. And so everything that you want is what God has given to you, and it's inside of you for a reason. And so there's nothing wrong with what you want. Everything that you want is good. Unless you want to kill people, that's bad. But everything that you want is good. And so I gotta stir my green beans. Hold on. Everything that you want is good. And so when you come to manifest your vision, I will really talk to you about letting go of the barriers. So you have to break through some of your barriers. Just because you do a vision board doesn't mean that you're going to take action on creating that vision. Because if you have barriers, you have blocks, you have, different things, different beliefs, limiting beliefs, you're not going to be able to do it. And so I have learned over the years that it's not enough to do a vision board. It's not enough to write down your goals. It's not enough to make New Year's resolutions. You have to also address what keeps you from taking action. What keeps you from taking action? And so on day 2, we actually talk about that. How to break through your barriers. How to address the things that hold you back. And we go through your belief system. We really let go of a lot of things. And it is powerful. And at the end of day 2 of Manifest Your Vision, we do a board breaking exercise. And it is powerful. It is powerful. When you watch the videos, watch the video that is on my Instagram right now. Go to Manifest. Just go to Manifest Your Vision. ManifestYourVision.com. There is a video that shows everything that we do in the event. It shows the vision board party. It shows the board breaking. You see the women when they break through that physical board. We teach you how to leverage your energy to break through that board with your bare hands. And so you will be able to break through the barriers in your life. Break through all the things that are holding you back. And when you do that, it releases negative energy and allows you to take in the positivity and the possibility for your life for the year. So that is included. So the vision board part is included. The board breaking is included. I buy all the boards and everything. I bring in a facilitator, make sure everybody's safe, and we got goggles and all that stuff. And you get to now go on to day 3. And on day 3, we talk about creating your action plan. We talk about getting your support network in place. And before you have left the event, you have ladies who you can meet with throughout the year to help you with your goals. All right? So if you would like to start choosing and having a different life, it starts with changing your environment. So I invite you to come to manifestyourvision.com and join us in January in Florida. It's the only time of year that I do it once a year. So if you don't come in January, you'll have to wait until 2019. And why would you want to wait? Why would you want to wait to get what you want? There's no need for you to wait to get what you want. You can have what you want, and you can have it now. You can have what you want, and you can have it now. You don't need to go and fast for 40 days and 40 nights, because if you are feeling it, if you have it in your mind now, it's meant for you now. If you got the idea, 2017, it's not meant for you to start in 2020. You got the idea this year, so start this year. So, join me in January, manifestyourvision.com. You can get 40% off, which is $400 off of your ticket now versus paying the full price if you wait. We want to serve you. Me, my team, our tribe. So come and join us. And that is one of the best ways to move forward in transforming your life. You don't have to do this alone. So I'm going to get back to cooking my dinner. I'm going to have some jerk pork. I'm going to have my string beans. I'm going to have my fresh tomatoes. And I might even have some banana pudding. I'm going to see. I don't know. I don't know how late I want to say it. So, manifestyourvision.com. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for being who you are. And remember, you can do anything you want with your life, and nobody can stop you but you. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.